Hey guys, how's it going? It's Nick. So in this video, we're going over 5 minimalist secrets that I wish someone told me, and I'll even go over a bonus at the end. So being a minimalist is kind of a new thing, right? Having very little, enjoying very much. Now I'd openly say that I'm not a complete minimalist, however I do have minimalist actions and behaviors. And these are some of the things that I learned along the way, and hopefully these could help you out as well. Number 1, very few people understand you. Now, if you're anything like me, which if you're watching the video, you probably are, you think like every single second of how to minimalize cost and everything like that, and very focused on not only financially, but also life in general. I'm almost programmed to think like that. However, most people don't think this way at all, so you're considered a freak at that point. So not many people might actually understand you, and whether we like it or not, we are humans and we do require human interaction, even if it is bare minimal. Personally, that's how the way I like it. So my dedication to this has made me very successful in these areas. However, just realize there is a cost to this, and if the pros outweigh the cons, then let's continue being minimalists. Number 2 is missing out on things. So because you did decide to be a minimalist and you're going to live on less things, that means obviously automatically you're kind of shutting other things out. There's an opportunity cost. Now this is a very good practice to understand that you actually need less than you think. However, not doing things like other people might do, maybe going to places, events, and everything like that, you could actually limit your life, which again might not be the worst thing in the world, but there just is a lot of things out there. So if we choose to only enjoy a few of them, understanding there is a lot that we could be missing out on. Which is why I learned another secret that I'm going to be going over in number 5, which helped me out a lot, so definitely stick around. Number 3 is actually a fantastic thing, it's not a bad thing at all, is that you could actually grow wealth quicker than you could even realize. Yet people think you're weird, you might be seen as wrong, that you're not buying everything that everyone else is, and that's why they're broke. But I was able to actually save 6 figures before the age of 25, and like that was much quicker than I ever imagined. I just have more control of my life at this point. I'm not a slave to debt or anything like that. And this might be a little harsh, but I guess the attitude that I grew from this, because I don't have to be dependent to anything, give me a reason why I should believe you. And I partly have this attitude because as growing up, you just listen to society and school of just doing ways and things in a certain way. And then when you grow up, you realize most of that is wrong. So I'm almost against everything that I hear. So there has to be a reason, like a good reason, for me to actually listen and actually believe what's going on. Especially money. No one talks about money, or very few people talk about money. And those who do talk about money, ironically, they're broke, so why would you listen to them? So this is kind of the first thing that started me on this new journey of everything I know is wrong, we gotta start over. Number 4 minimalist secret that I kinda learned along the way is that you have to learn what you like to do. So this seems probably so simple. However, as a minimalist, you're not choosing to do many things because you're trying to cut back, not only financially, but in life as well. You might not be going out to all these parties, so you're going to be having a lot of extra time. Almost like people who are planning on like retiring or retiring early especially, that's great. But what are you going to be doing? So you have to remain busy, and you have to do what you find interesting and what you're passionate about. So understand you're going to be around you a lot, and people are actually terrified of who they actually are, which is why they kind of focus on other people. When you're focusing on yourself, you actually have to ask those deep questions that no one wants to ask. You're going to have to be your best friend. So if you don't like you, this is going to be a problem. So real quick before we get to number 5, definitely let me know if you're a minimalist, which you probably are. What are some secrets that you've learned while you went through this minimalist process. Some good things, some bad things. I know there's a mix, so let us know. We could talk about it. But number 5, I definitely learned that you are able to be flexible. I believe I was reading like a blog, or there's maybe like a video or in the comment section or something like that, but they were talking about minimalism, and people were trying to knock down how many things they actually need in their life. So they're like, oh, I only need 7 things to live, and someone else is like, well, I only need 6 things, so I beat you. And it was like a competition. I feel like when it gets to that point, people are focusing on the action rather than the reason behind why people are minimalists. So if you want to like splurge a little bit, I'm not saying like do something crazy and cost, crazy vacation, $10,000. And again, that's not a bad thing. But if you want to do something a little bit, that's not a bad thing. You're not going to be arrested by the minimalist police. So you could have a loose interpretation of minimalism and still benefit greatly from it. It's just having that mindset of understanding having less is still a good thing. But if you want a little extra somewhere in between, and not all the time, it's not like cheat days every other day, so you're not a minimalist. But if you want to like go out somewhere, or maybe vacation, have a vacation once every 10 years, relax a little. Which would then lead me to my bonus secret of being a minimalist does not necessarily mean you will save more money, and most importantly, be a happier person. So one thing is everyone's trying to like cut costs and save more money, when in reality you can only save so much, by the way, and there's a point where you just have to make more money instead of just cutting out everything. Or if you just live by yourself in a small little place, only living with a toothbrush and a comb, happiness is going to find you. That's not how it works. Every single person is different. We're all unique. So if someone does something and you don't agree with it, well, that's fine. You could be flexible and do things the way you interpret it. So I'd say as long as your life is great in your eyes, you're not struggling in any way, you're actually happy, and you're not lying to yourself, like you're just sitting in the corner with a comb and a toothbrush saying that you're happy and you're miserable, that's not how it works. You have to understand why we're doing this. And if you find something that works for you, great. So let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Give this video a thumbs up if this kind of helped you out and open your mind on minimalism. And if you want to see the ultimate frugal guide of 50 tips to help you save money frugally, check out this video right here. It's actually the most popular video on the channel. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. And I'll see ya in the next one.